Alright, we should be on.
Oh, let me just boot onto it. Oh, yeah, we're here. Let's go.
We're live. Some say it's a lot easier to do the streams now that we've done more than one in a year. Light on, light off. The light on's better. Oh, I've just knocked the camera. Alright, that's too much light.
It's just going to be me for an hour, just slowly going, oh.
The peanuts go down during the episode. You've had all the time to eat them before.
This is Coronation Street now, isn't it?
Yeah. Let me not see my.
Quick, Ash, get rid of it. Or you might get DMCA'd.
Alright, sound. We're a little bit early.
Yeah, but
I like how we figured we were going to do the pre-show before we recorded the video and released it like 15 minutes ago. But we need the pre-show. I think everything's sound there. Everything's all back together. Haven't been able to fucking do anything. I played Football Manager for an hour. That's what I did. Went on a walk. That's all I did.
Did you get your tablets?
Nah, that's a tomorrow job. That would have taken too much time. Plus, it's too cold. Like it's fucking icy outside. So, don't really want to fuck with the ice. Feels like a bad move. Well, so I used to think falling over was funny, and then my brother broke his kneecap in 3 places, and now falling over is no longer funny, because what if you actually badly hurt yourself? I was all laughing at myself falling over, but
I know. No,
I
what I
thought I was
going to say
indestructible till now.
What I was going to say is it's funny when you fall over when you're young, but the minute you hit 25, it's all over. It's like, oh, fuck. If I fall over, I'm going to break a hip now. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Like, it's funny if I fall over because I'm only 22, but and also I'm like a giant whale, so if I fall over, you have the fat guy falling over a bit funnier. It's funnier. Compared to, like, say, if you fall over, you'll be like, oh, Piggy, my knee's gone, my back's gone. Oh, Jesus. I think one of my favourite me falling over bits is when I was walking downtown in my old town. Yeah. There was like this little, it's not even a hill, it's just like a footpath. And I was walking on the footpath. But then all you see, and I like, in my mind, I don't know how it happened, but all you see is just me going like this, just slowly down, like with one knee. And I'm covered, like it's because it's on an icy bed. I'm like, what's happening? And I get back up, and I'm like, oh, nothing's happened. I just went down like one knee. I just slid into it.
Too far. I fell over the other day. It was just a very clumsy day, and my brother got me some gloves for Christmas. I put them on, and I realized that the thumb and the little finger don't really fully like go on. So I point it out to him, turn around, and I'm on my knees, fucking down. And then the last time before that I fell over, it was a snowy day, but it was also icy, and I went, fuck it, let's walk out on the old bridge. And I don't even know what happened. I just 1 second I was stood up, the next minute I was just on my arse. It all happened so quick. Obviously didn't get injured because, but just laughing. But like my brother's got notoriously bad timing. He managed to turn away and then he turned around and then went, wait, what are you doing? And I fell over. Just see me laughing at myself like an idiot.
I mean, yeah, again, it is funny when people fall over, but it's not funny when like you're older.
Oh no, if you fall over, it's like, oh, that's the hip gone.
It's like there's a fall that always like sticks in my head that I did. Right, so do you remember like Mario when he jumps, he does the running jump?
Yeah.
I remember we were crossing the road one time in school, right? And I went, lads, watch this. The light went green, right? I went, lads, watch this. I ran. Mario jumped. There was a little like the other what the fuck are they called? The pipes,
Yeah.
not the pipes, but like the man covers.
Yeah.
Manholes. Yeah, I went, lads, watch this. I ran, jumped. There was a manhole. Feet slipped. And then all you hear is the teacher going, "You fucking idiot."
Yeah.
And then they go, "You all right, son?" And I go, "Yeah, I'm fine.
One time I was doing a lot of walking because I'd met a bunch of new friends and they lived quite close to me, so I was doing a bunch of walking. And one time I was crossing the road, and both of my calves seized up. So you know Michael Jackson when he does like the lean forward? That was me. I was on like my tiptoes, like calves like seized up, like trying to get across the road. It's like, ugh! And they're like, "Oh, do you want a wheelchair?" And I'm like, "Where are we got a fucking wheelchair from?" And I ended up like breaking someone's fence because I was just like, "Oh, fucking hell!" Just have to sit down. But yeah, I was doing the Michael Jackson walk across the road. It was, wouldn't recommend it. Did absolutely destroy my calves though. I was destroyed. But I was a teenager, so I just bounced back.
On Michael Jackson, just very quick. Do you know the guy who spent like hello, keep the dream alive 776? But you know that guy who did a lot of surgeries to look like Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did a video, right, where he watched the trailer for the biopic of Jackson called Michael, I believe. He watched it and he got upset because he said the casting should have been him because he looked better than the kid. He's literally the fucking nephew of Michael Jackson. How you can't go wrong with him? He's the nephew. It'd be like it'd be like if a fat geezer went, "Yeah, they should have cast me for the John Lennon biopic." Yeah, but they got his actual, and they got like his niece or something. It just made me laugh.
Yeah, but
like,
people are mental. Like,
no.
It's like saying who you should get. Like, it's like, imagine in the Q&A we got like, who should be in your biopic and play you? Like Bradley Cooper or something. Just someone completely like
Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Danny Dyer.
Who should play my wife? Scarlett Johansson, probably. Just fits the most. Just some like self-insert bollocks. Right, now I have to sit through 5 minutes of fucking adverts, which is the not so fun bit about watching ITV shows.
I mean, it was the problem when you had like all Film 4.
Yeah.
Where they have like the Simpsons movie, and it's like, no, Homer, we're not going back. This is sponsored by the Sakota.
Yeah, see, watching just watching all Big Brother. Fuck the adverts. Like, good luck. And like, even when I did one season of Love Island, fuck those adverts for life. Especially because when it goes back, it's like beep 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 beep. It's like, fuck off. But that's why you watch it on demand, so you don't get the adverts, or you pay for ITVX, which I have done before. And I'm definitely doing now, but just in case anyone from ITV is watching, I don't have it currently, and I would happily get one for free. ITV. Look at all this free exposure and 50p that I'm making from your product.
Also, keep the dream alive. Keep the dream alive. 776. How are you? How are you for this, CorrieDale? If you're still here.
They said they were going to be here. They said, "Hey, you doing it live tonight?" I said, "Yes, we are." And I said, "Hope we see you there." Didn't respond. We got Ed.
Hello, Oliver Blake.
I know this is going to be a bit of a stretch because obviously we did only release it about half an hour ago. Did anybody watch the little hype video we did about CorrieDale? Also, hello, Oliver. I'm pretty hyped, honestly. I can't lie. I suppose now we're just a couple minutes in. I'm pretty hyped for this. I think Billy's going to die. I think John's probably going to die or be taken in by the police. And I also think Becky is probably going to die. That's my predictions. But I'm really excited for this. I think it's going to be really good. And I'm more excited for this than I was New Year's Day or EastEnders Christmas.
And Michael Sharp, 669 says, boom, boom, everybody say way-oh. Hope everyone is well. Thumbs up emoji.
You didn't... Come on, you have to do that in a certain way. You can't just do it deadpan.
Fuck. No? You're not getting it?
Not hitting the old boom, 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 let me say way-oh. Way-oh.
Boom, 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 let everybody say way-oh.
Not as fun anymore. You did it after me. It's the fucking point.
This is why I'm brought on. It's so I can make you look good.
True, that's basically the whole point of the channel, really. How you doing, Michael, anyways? Good to see you, mate. I'm back. Hello.
Hello, Mr. High Life West. Hello. Everyone feels really weird that this is happening. Any chance we're going to see Corrie Hardman, Kane Dingle? That's my top prediction.
See, the issue is, I don't really know who I describe as the Coronation Street, like, hard man, because the best option is Kevin Webster, but he's old now, and I don't think him and Kane would start fighting. But like, is it really Kevin Webster who's supposed to be the hard man? I don't really know. Like, I don't know who really fits the bill. It's not like saying, hey, Phil Mitchell and Kane are gonna face off. That's sick. That's really cool. But like, Corrie doesn't really have a big hard man who's doing all the crime. You think 9 characters will die in CorrieDale? Fucking hell. I don't think 9 will die. I think we're getting 2 at a stretch. Get Ken Barlow on him. Listen here, Kane, you little shit. 94-year-old Bill Roach just fucking... Do I get paid extra for this? Fucking cracks him in the jaw.
Wait, who was the guy who started leaking half the scripts for Coronation Street?
Oh, Les Battersby.
Was he also the guy who went into wrestling because he couldn't do yeah, I knew it. That's the only one I know, lads. By the way, I'm more of an EastEnders watcher, so I probably
Piggy's
will not be doing the heavy lifting. Yeah.
See Kevin as an angry old man, more than a hot man. He must be nearly 70. He's not that old.
Are you boys going live on Thursday? Because there's a stream schedule. Yes. We are. I'm Mary.
On Thursday, we're going to show up at 7:30. We're going to watch the episode live. I think that's when it is, right? We're going to watch the episode live, and then after we're going to have a big debrief about the week and like the episode. It's going to be like the New Year's Day and the Christmas one, except there's not really a big episode happening. All right, I think it's starting. I'm going to do a little intro in case I make reactions out of this. All right, and these are going to be reactions to the Coronation Street and Emmerdale crossover of 2026. Oh, wait, it's more adverts anyways. Oh.
Sponsored by Specsavers.
All right,
let's
we're going.
Go.
We're starting, boys. No intro? No intro, okay.
Unless to just...
Are we going straight into the crash? Because if that's how you kick it off, this is fire. I agree with your previous video that this does feel like a big special. It feels huge. Like, is this how the sleeping giant wakes up? I feel like Jay and David are going to die because them two have been the ones on all the interviews this week. Might be you reaching. I don't think David's going to die in the slightest. I could see Jay dying easily. Jay's a pretty useless character, let's be real. Fucking hell, go on, boys. Oi. Oi, fucking hell. Mate, the one car's fine. The other car did a flip.
Do a flip.
Triple pirouette. Mate, how many car crashes are there gonna be?
Hi, Piggy and Ash. I hope you're both well. I just hope you have a massive death / exit, but you'll better survive. Hello, Daniel.
Hello. Known characters will die in Coronale. Go big or go home because it's a big event and needs a big body count. I mean, to be fair, the word's supposed to be around 7 characters get an axe from Corrie, so might be a good shot for it. I mean, to be fair, the last Emmerdale stunt did take out a lot of characters, so if it was, I'd say it's probably Coronation Street characters out of everyone. Whose car flipped? Becky, Lisa, Betsy. I believe. Everybody's singing. Also, kind of funny enough, there aren't many police officers in Emmerdale, but there are tons in Coronation Street. But then there are 2 paramedics. Well, I think one's a doctor, but oh wait, no, this flipped. Fuck, Carla, you've not had your meds. Yeah, Becky. I think Becky, John, and Carl are probably. I don't think Carl's dead. I think Carl survives it. Oh, my bad. Jesus, it's... fucking hell! It's all going down.
Jesus.
Fuck me.
No, the fella's car flipped. Okay, thank you, Michael. And Becky's
don't worry, reading it in the snarky voice. You don't know what's going on.
I just like him.
Are they really going to do the choice where Steve has to choose who he saves out of Tracy and oh, that's David. It's not looking good for the baby, like. Also, there's a fucking fly on my light. I better not be a fly outline on my fucking forehead.
She doesn't know.
Mate, it'll fry up there. She's gonna say that. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Jesus,
fucking hell! Can anybody watch the fucking road? Oh,
might be a bit unrealistic. Here, but never say there might. But never say never. Maybe a big explosion might happen that's so big it permanently merges Corrie and Emmerdale together, making a new era. I said that as the car is going to explode.
They ain't doing that. They aren't. They don't want all the possible ramifications of merging it completely. Fucking hell, mate! This feels as obviously it's not as big of a scale, but this feels as bold as the fucking tram crash from the 50th anniversary, where everyone is at risk.
David's alive. Let's go. Some shit drives.
Yeah, watch the road. Mate, this is going to be the new road safety adverts.
But the fucking RSPCA are going to do RSPCA.
We're going to see the hedgehogs just pop up.
We're going to see the kids. It's going to be like the 2011 car advert.
God.
Just going to see the kids. Editor, combine that clip.
Fucking hell, Billy's seen better days. Yeah, I don't think they don't want any of the press for saying, "Oh, could this character show up in Corrie?" No, like they are going to be two distinct entities, but they are in the same universe. Also, Debbie was probably going to tell Carl that she's his mum. I was going to say dad for a second. I'm bad at saying the right words in the right spot. Is Carl just going to save himself? That seems like a very Carl move. A yearly thing? I don't think it happens yearly, but I think if they need to pull out the stops, I could see him doing it.
Yeah, every couple of years.
Mate, he's leaving her. That's your sister. Wait. This fly, fuck off.
He just wants to watch the episode.
Well, no, we don't know. Okay, it's been very hinted at. That looks like David's footwear, to be honest. No, that's John Sugden. Never mind. To be fair, they do look the fucking same. It's just one's the older brother. No, it's been heavily implied that Debbie's had a big secret about Carl, and people think that Debbie's gonna say that she's his mum, actually, because they talked about Debbie never having kids and it being all kind of awkward. I don't know. It's implied. We don't know yet. That seemed like what Carl was gonna get told by Debbie, because it feels like they want that. They want that out there. All right, I'm gonna peek the microphone real quick. So do it. Hold on. Just in editing this, so I know when the fucking breaks are. All right, sorry about that. What are you saying?
Does this... I was just going to read the comment. Does this open the door potentially, though, for, say, example, if a Corrie character is growing stale, but they don't want to lose them, they could transfer to the other sub and vice versa?
See, I like the idea of it, but I don't think they'll do it because of contracts and stuff. Like, it would be really cool if you could just, say, send a character to the other show, but ultimately they are two distinct entities just ran by the same, like, just ran by ITV. I'd love to say it would be a thing, and it would be really, really cool if you go, you know what, David wants to leave. He wants to go. Oh, he showed up in Emmerdale. That's kind of cool. But I feel like they'd run the risk of, like, imagine in your show, this character's completely different, and you make a big story. You can't just then go, oh, that didn't happen. That was the other show, because it feels like it becomes part of their history. So I feel like there would be a lot of, like, bureaucracy and kind of... I would love to see it, but I think it would turn into an absolute shit show.
Just like they would do with Cat and Alfie when they went to Redwater. Never happened. So they can do it would essentially be the same thing, where they could be like, yeah, they went to the other show, but that didn't happen. That's in a parallel universe.
Yeah, but I mean, you even take the sort of look where obviously it didn't happen because they were distinct characters, but it's like when Warren Fox's actor Jamie Lomas went to EastEnders, and Gary Lucy's Luke Morgan, when they both went to EastEnders, and they were nothing like the characters they were in the other show. So I think it's a really, really cool idea, and I like the idea of being able to send like a character like, oh, he's going to go up north now. It would be really cool if it was all connected, but I don't think they'll do it. I think it would be too novel, and I feel like it would be a very make or break. If you have one person do it, it's great, but if you have more than one, people just start to go, oh, so we're just getting the fucking rejects then. Because it's not like a draft where it's like, all right, and this year we're getting Kane Dingle, yay! Oh, you secured Tyrone Dobbs first pick. What? Like I love the idea, but I don't think they'd do it. I feel like the ITV shows are just a little bit too static to do that, and I feel like no soaps really want to take that risk. I say that more Brookside characters are showing up in Hollyoaks, which is kind of cool. What is really going to be a shocking twist, finding out Gavin/Andy has a gay twin brother. Yeah, because obviously John Sugden, the big villain, he was Andy Andy Carver in Corrie. But he is dead in Corrie, so just funny how the worlds collide, really.
I mean, you say that. Could you imagine just like, oh, we're drafting from each soap. Oh, what's Emmerdale getting? Minty and Gary. Woo! Minty.
Oh god, Jake Stone, my god, what a waste of a character. Jamie Lomax joining EastEnders felt like a massive deal, but did not hit anyone near the heights it should have. Yeah, he just joined at the wrong time, I think. Well, first and foremost, he was never going to be able to be Warren Fox, because Warren Fox basically became, he was who Phil Mitchell has been for the last decade till now. So they were never going to show the bigger. All right, we're starting again. Sorry about that. They were never going to let Warren Fox be Warren Fox. But yeah, and they did the Sadie stuff, but they immediately just threw it out the window anyways. Also, this is going to be the experience that Asher's going to feel like being a paramedic again, because she had a breakdown because someone was racist and beat her up. Oh, Kane's back. Oh, mate, if your neck's busted. Oh, it's starting. The worlds are colliding. They're gonna collide. Oh, Kit's here. Here we go, boys. It's a bad day to be wearing fucking platform heels, like. No pulse. Good advice. Mate, why have they got the fucking bread tube light in? You know, the red and the blue just on the head. Oh, there's Jay. He's dying. CorrieDale hoping Jamie Lomas would play something different to Warren, which he managed, but was nowhere near as strong a character, and to this day, you've not heard anyone wish he would return. Yeah, it's just a shit show. Who the fuck are you? Is that Shona? Is that a new character? Is that the supposed... Wait, hold on. Yeah, she's been held hostage. It's a new character called Jodie, apparently. I think that's who she is. Oh, is that Steve? He's just got mud on his face. Didn't recognise him. Oh, Max down.
Return of the Mac.
Oh, he's bleeding pretty bad. Oh. Jacob's also the token doctor.
Okay, thank you.
To be fair, the one thing that's kind of weird, Mac was supposed to seemingly die when he was held hostage by John Sugden, but he never did. But it was also heavily implied that he was leaving.
What? So it's a figment of his imagination?
What? No. He's still alive and everything. But it's basically, it was implied that he was leaving the show. So is there a chance they just delayed it till now? Oh, Todd's back. Yeah, Steve McDonald. Look, he stands out like a sore thumb. Becky's not dead.
That's me checking my bank account after I bought 12 John Cena's.
All right, Betsy's fine. Honestly, most of the audience wouldn't give a shit. Probably hope she's dead. Not a very liked character in the old community. Oh, here's Kevin. Set your fucking Sios, Kevin.
Debbie. Where are you, Debbie?
He doesn't. The IEs are S. Abby, Debbie, Sophie. What's all of them? Rosa and all of his fucking kids have have IEs at the end. Sally, Abby. Fucking Kevin, man. Oh wait, she's fucking stitching him up. He's stitching her up. You little rat. He's stitching his sister with dementia up. Fucking arsehole.
He's not going to remember, so.
She's not that far gone.
Mom, where was I born? On a side of a road in the middle of fuck off nowhere, and then a car exploded. But Michael Bay famously said, "Don't look at explosions."
Mate, why is everybody wearing Timbs? All the men just get to wear work boots. All the women have to wear fucking heels.
Who's writing this? J.K. Rowling.
Fucking hell, this looks sick. Like, Billy's never looked cooler. Okay, Theo has the choice whether to save Billy, the guy who knows he's been abusing his partner,
or his partner.
The only time Billy's on fire is when he's tweeting about election fraud. But like he loves a conspiracy theory. Does old Billy, while the actor. Don't fucking tilt him.
The fan's gonna explode.
Did he buckle him back in? Yeah, Billy's he's gone. Imagine the scene. Just stay in the car. Stay in the car. Fucking hell, this traffic's outrageous. Uh-oh, the sad music's playing. Fucking hell. Obviously, he is a vicar. He's going up. He's going up, boys. Oi. Yep. See you, Billy.
The IRA are here. What the fuck? I can make that joke, guys. And so can Michael Sharp.
The priest, he's on fire. He's reading the Bible. He's reading the Bible and shit. No, he's on fire. Oh.
He really is rapping like a rap god. What the fuck? At least Billy won't need cremating.
Oh, fucking, that's fire. That's absolute fire. Oh, I've done it again. I've done it again. Too soon. To be fair, not gonna lie, I never really liked Billy as a character. It's not to be a massive asshole. I don't like Billy. I've never liked Billy. I think he's a bit of an arsehole. An epic fucking death, though. I'll give him that. It's a really cool death. Also, gonna peek the microphone real quick, so fucking. Sorry. That's cool. That's a big moment. So Theo had the choice to save Billy, but he was too much of a coward and just let him go. Which is kind of what people... Well, people thought he was going to just straight up kill him. But, you know, he did. But not, like, cracked him in the jaw too many times. Whew. See, a part of me, if only there was some actual, like, sad music, maybe I'd even be in tears. If you just had, like, an actual sad song, I'd be there. Not just, like, one fucking violin. Just the sad piano just playing away. But that's a cool exit for... That is a cool exit for Billy, fair play. And for a character who I've been quite harsh on, I'll give him credit. Towards the end, he has been quite palatable. But I didn't like him throughout the bulk of his time on Coronation Street. And fucking... He always did good work. He was always a good actor, but... You know, just kind of token priest, really. That was really his job.
An explosion has always been my favourite way for a character exit. Steve Owen, Tony Gordon, etc. I wish Reese had that exit in the 40th earlier this year instead of what he had. I think the bat, though, is one of the most iconic deaths.
Yeah. Even Trevor goes out in the... Mad May, where she lights the Sig house, blows up. Trevor Morgan and the fireman.
Like, I understand what people mean about Reese's death, but to me, well, it's just he's such.
It's the perfect encapsulation for such a shit, cowardly character. Theo is evil. It'll probably be must-see TV when he gets his comeuppance. Oh, yeah. I mean, I feel like that always happens when abusers kind of face justice, because he will face justice. They couldn't just kill him off. You know, it's too much of a precedent to kill off abusers without actually having them face justice, because too many abusers in soap and in real life really do get away with it scot-free. So we will see, I imagine we will see a proper, like, court scene and everything where Todd, obviously, now that Billy's gone, he's probably going to be trapped further, but when he finally breaks away and manages to finally get through it, I think it'll be all the worth it.
Or Summer poses another dad.
Yeah, she's lost 3 of her dads. Her first dad died.
You only get one.
Second dad died. Now the third dad's dead. Todd's the only one left.
Cheeky little pizzas. Oh.
Like
Quickly,
that,
I'm ringing up Domino.
That from the storytelling, because now they tease out Theo's comeuppance. Yeah, Summer can slowly overdose Theo with her meds. It probably shouldn't be over. It's probably... Yeah, but she's on insulin.
Oh, God, you're right. She's had 4, and now it's down to 1. She's like 22.
Yeah, she's had a shit life, sad Summer. It all went wrong once they recast her, and then they gave her more normal storylines. Because she used to be like a you know, she played the kid who's like smarter, older than he is, and that sort of thing. So she was always kind of like, one of the first big storylines was her standing up to her homophobic grandparents who didn't approve of like Billy and didn't approve of her dad. So, but then obviously they recast her, and from that point she just kind of got normie storylines. Wasn't really the smart kid anymore. Right, we're back. Yeah, I think all this is missing so far. Could be a bit more music. That's my little small nitpick. Oh, Robert's here. Mate, the stands are gonna be fucking... Oh, they're all bloody and bleeding. Oh. I love him. Billy finally
Lord,
beats
Billy
the
finally
stuff.
beats.
Look, he just wanted to light up one more time. Obviously, he's a fictional character. This isn't a real life thing. Make all the jokes he wants.
And if it was a real life character, just shoot one up anyway. It'd be fine.
Fucking hell. Then I don't even know what's going on. Hey, Tim. He's here. Liam is a doctor. Fucking Tim. I love him. Yeah, this is a completely new character. I have no idea who the fuck she is. She just looks like Shona's sister, really. But who's holding her hostage? That's the other question. I didn't even know flies... Where the fuck's this fly come from? Mate, if I punch out one of these lights, that's gone on the Watching Walford account. I'm paying for the repairs.
Fair enough.
Okay. Straight through. The fly wasn't even on there. Get married.
I'll tell you what, I'm surprised characters like Kane, Steve, and Kevin get surprised anymore when disasters happen. They must be so used to it by now.
Yeah.
And in the following comment, Chrissy Watts.
Not again. She's everywhere. God, they're playing the sad music now.
Someone's dead.
Just got a sub, thank you. Mate.
Thank you, Sam the Mayor.
No way he's gonna die. Mate. This is not a good sign.
Message of the episode: gays shouldn't drive cars. They're heavy-handed in MU, my opinion. Look, Saudi Arabia had the right message.
That's a little outrageous.
Don't worry, they're from Saudi Arabia. It's fine.
Holy fuck. Don't shoot, man. Yo.
Thank you, Fiona George, for the £4.
Oh, I paused everything. Yeah, thank you for the £4, Fiona George. We do appreciate you. I meant to change the alert, but I forgot to. Has anyone died? Billy. Billy's probably dead.
Billy. Oh, fucking hell.
Okay, Mac isn't dead. We're thriving. Uh-oh. Yeah, all it supplies. Yeah, we know it's a joke. It's implied that Billy's dead. I think that's the only one who's seemingly at risk. We've not seen Cull. Yeah, Billy's gone. Mate, all this imagery's fucking sick, honestly, like. Fucking Todd's lost the one person who knew about everything. Now he's trapped again. People think Tracy might die, and I wouldn't be surprised because she's really fallen out of favour in the last couple of years. Oh, that was in the trailer. Mate, they've been listening. They're playing the sad music now.
Hope Tracy doesn't die. She's a legend.
Yeah, me neither. But I don't know. It feels like they'd view her as disposable, which she isn't. But I don't know. It just feels like there's a chance they would do it. It would also be bold to kill off, like, it would be bold to kill off a gay couple. Like, it would be another, like, massive stunt week where somebody would fucking get, like, no, they've killed off Billy, who's a gay man. Stop killing your gays. All right, this is all getting a bit too cozy now. Something's got to spread. Something else is going up. Puncher.
Far more likely Tracy would kill everyone else. Wrong stream, Sarah. Sorry, yeah.
She's going to abandon her family again. Get fucked. Get fucked, Becky. Yeah. Putting the handcuffs on. Get fucked. Get fucked. Yes. Yeah. Becky has been one of the most fucking annoying characters to deal with. Oh.
He's going to get sniped, isn't he?
Someone's getting shot. Nice one, Robert. Listen to your partner. Uh-oh. Mate, you don't fuck Kane Dingle with a big stick.
Only one Becky will be spoken from now on. The good one in Barbados. We're in the forest. Who's getting diddled?
Fucking. Why is this? Oh yeah, Kit's obviously going for John. Obviously, Kit's getting all the big scenes with everyone just because Kit was also in Hollyoaks. He's doing it all. Oh, fuck. All right. Sorry, Kit. Get fucked. Uh-oh. Fucking Peaky Blinders have showed up. Kevin ruined everything again. It's not Kevin's fault. What the fuck did Kevin do? Is that a fucking Will Savage from Hollyoaks? Which episode are you watching? You saw the episode today. The actual CorrieDale episode. There's another episode, which is what we're watching. There are one Emmerdale, one Corrie. Now there's a big Corrie episode, which is the crossover.
Shoot him. Shoot him.
Don't shoot him.
Shoot him.
Yeah, maybe. Oh. Uh-oh. Is someone taking the gun? Is someone taking a bullet? Oh, fuck. Who is it? Is that Kane? Mate. No way. They're fucking shooting. Mate, Kane Dingle's not dying in the crossover.
I didn't see it. It's fucking streamlined.
Kane got shot.
Oh.
Fucking hell.
Everyone's getting shot.
Mate, this is banged. I'm not disappointed. In the slightest.
Why is fucking Stewie Griffin on our screen?
How long do you think Theo will have left things spring/early summer they can't drag on any further? I just think he's got about 3 more months maximum. Like, now that Todd's been, like, basically now that the secret's been getting revealed, I feel like there's only a matter of time till he goes. Because I feel like this is acting as, you know, Becky being gone, because obviously she's going to jail. Carl is likely going to move on from this part of the story. He's probably not going to be as much of an asshole for the next time. John, I don't think John's making it out. So I think this is kind of like finishing up a lot of the villains for now, whilst then kind of setting it up for the future. How long do you... yes, perfect time for a commercial. Now I can scream fuck for 3 minutes. May week-long special episodes? Maybe. Is Kane actually dead? Nah. Do they have a week in May? I don't know. Yeah, we can't have a Corrie version of Reese dragged on for so goddamn long. Or Nish, alternatively. But, you know, Nish was more likable. But, yeah. Well, no, we had that. It was fucking Stephen Reed. I know people like Stephen Reed, but fuck that character. Fuck Stephen Reed. I hated that. He made me stop watching. He was Reese.
Reese is currently on the screen.
Oh, fair enough. I always assumed it was later on. But then I've not watched Britain's Got Talent in about 15 years. So... Hey, Brendan Fraser's got a new fucking gig. Let's go.
Love you, big phrase.
Yeah, fair enough. Good to know. I didn't actually.
Water.
Well, I guess that's when the next streams are after the anniversary.
Well, I'll be back in fucking May for that. Let's go.
One thing, I guess I'll just plug this now. We did set up a video to get questions for a Q&A. So if you guys want to ask any like other questions other than the Corrie stuff, go ahead and go on that video and we'll answer the questions next week. The one character you were happy with was dragging on was Phelan because his character was fun to watch every week. You like how they just threw the rule out. Yeah, true. He was kind of crazy. The feeling was great, but I could definitely understand people would get a little bit tired towards the end. Think tonight's show in EastEnders how you do fan service while making a compelling story. Yeah, but they did it well with a 40th, in my opinion. It's just Ben Wadey hasn't really stuck the landing so far. And a lot of us are just out on Ben Wadey as a whole. But I do agree, this has been fucking phenomenal. Hey, you guys had to think Stephen had a Canadian accent. You have no clue where that soulless whiny voice came from. Oh, it was not Canadian in the slight. It was a dodgy American accent. I don't think anybody believed he had a Canadian accent in the slightest. All right, we're back. Okay, sorry. All right, I think this will be the last ad break. John's not doing the old hero complex. Wait, at least he has that stick. At least he has that stick.
I'm glad that I can see Corrie and Emmerdale on YouTube. I live in Belgium.
Oh, it's an absolute lifesaver. Mate, Jay's just been sat in that van for 40 minutes. Lazy bastard. Oh, Jay used to be in Corrie. There we are. That's a little thing. He had a character in Corrie. So I wanted him and Manpreet to see each other. Whoa, it's Jay in there. Oh, because he's got fucking Ray in the car. Yeah, but who's in the back, though? Oh, wait, no? Different guy? What the fuck? She escaped. So, who do we think Jodie's... This is Jodie, right? Is she in Corrie? Is she Emmerdale? Who the fuck's chasing her? And Trip. Oh. As someone who's ran into a tree face first before. It's not ideal.
Did you not see the tree, you dumb bitch?
Mate, I tripped over because I was looking over a glove. It's easy to miss a fucking tree. Yeah, mate, you can't walk down a flight of stairs without tripping.
Don't start. Don't.
Yeah, Jodie is a new character. I'm just wondering for what show. Oh yeah, this was a fan voted scene as well. Choose for the fan voted scene. Oh wait, no, they get more. I thought it was going to be like, yep, 5 seconds. Fuck off. This time. Also, both found women later on in life as well. Our bi, I don't know if they're bi technically, but you know. Fucking look, if we all die, let's fuck. Oh, banter. Oh, Kit was chasing her. Mate, out of all the car crashes, how are you beaning yourself on a tree? Oh, some. Okay, what's this tree mean? She did look like Shona, to be honest. Oh, Pollard's here. Go on, where's Ken? Where's Ken? Get the icons together. Yeah! Yeah! Oh, this is absolute fan service. Oh, fucking beautiful. I'm glad they didn't cut any of that. That at first it wasn't even going to be in there. But you have to have Pollard and fucking Ken Barlow together. Ken's been there. Ken's been here since the fucking first episode. And Pollard's just a... Yeah, Ken's... I mean, Ken was in Corrie from the start. He's been in it for 60 years. Twat him. Hit him with a Glasgow kiss. I can't. I'm not. I'm not an Emmerdale. I don't know any Emmerdale history. I can't lie. But he's been on it for fucking years. Yeah, Pollard used to be a massive arsehole. And still is occasionally. I'd imagine he's probably the longest serving. Oh. Uh-oh. Fucking hell, he's having a seizure. Okay, this is what she's crying out about. This was people thinking that he's dead. Well, like from the trailer. But uh-oh. That's cool framing. The baby? Who the fuck are you? Fucking Liam Neeson? Who the fuck are this? Mate, why has he got a sexy voice? Is that
I know,
fucking...
he's got a sexy butt.
I don't... Is that his dad? I thought he was dead. I don't know Emmerdale enough to know. I feel like something I feel like there's going to be something else that's going to happen, and it's going to shake everybody the fuck up.
Hospital explodes. Fucking the whole building collapses.
Oh shit, summer's
What's
getting
up with David?
Oh
What's
no.
up with David? I'm worried.
Fucking hell. I don't even like summer, but I feel bad. That's like a third dad gone. Oh yeah, no, he does have epilepsy. Yeah, that makes sense. So John's not dead. Oh, never mind. Yeah, but who killed him, though? Who was it? David's not dying, there's no way. Did he shoot himself? There's no fucking way. Cool shot. Oh. Fucking damn. Fucking Vic killed him. Alright. That's kind of crazy. Oh, that's Carl. I thought it was fucking Sam Dingle. What? He's got cancer. Fucking hell. Yeah, no salmon coke. Tim's been fucking sat in the car the whole time. Somebody should really help him. Not me, though. Meter's been running the whole time. No. Okay, the cancer was terminal? I don't know. I must have missed that bit out. Nice little nod to history. Nice. Holy shit.
It's Travis.
I don't fucking know. You're Graham Foster. That's who it fucking was. I knew his name, but not enough. Oh, all right. And for the recording, those were the reactions to CorrieDale. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Just play the. I like the music.
Yeah, I thought fucking Graham Foster was dead. Is he from Emmerdale? I think so.
ITV3, folks. What the fuck's on ITV3?
Is there any like closing image? Nah. What's on ITV3? Oh, I think they're talking about it. I don't care that much to watch the aftermath of it, but I guess I'll have it on. Yeah, Graham Foster's supposedly dead. But I guess not. Not now. All right. So, immediate thoughts and feelings about CorrieDale. Honestly, so much shit happened. I don't even know how to feel. A lot of shit went down. They definitely. I think everybody was kind of expecting more than one death, but I think the revelation of Kane having cancer is a pretty big one. Yeah, holy fuck. Mate, I'm not even trying to summarize it when we do a video. Fuck that. Oh, no, John's dead. John's dead as well. There we are. 2 deaths. Makes sense. Billy and John. All right. Yeah, it's fine by me. 2 deaths to be expected.
And possibly David.
Nah, he's not dead.
That's why I said possibly.
Yeah, but I'm 100% saying he's not dead.
Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna say possibly. Okay.
Not allowed to.
I fucking am.
To be fair, it's not like you're covering any more Coronation Street, so. Oh, 10 out of 10, especially now Graham's back. Don't even watch Emmerdale much, but Graham I loved when watching. Plus an explosion exit gets brownie points. Yeah, that's pretty good take on it, honestly. I don't know if I'd say 10 out of. One thing I'd probably add, I'd probably just license a bit more music for it. Who died from Corrie? Billy Mayhew. Happened to Ray then. Ray got killed off I think he got killed off like a day before. I didn't see the death, but I think who was he with? With Laurel? I think it may have been Laurel. But I didn't watch the episode, but I think he died either yesterday or today's episode. But obviously Jay was transporting Jay was getting rid of the body. Were there any deaths you thought would happen? I think I predicted Becky would die, but I'll take her going to the police. People were scared that Tracy was gonna die. Honestly, I don't really know why the fuck Tracy was even there. She didn't do anything. You love it. Ray was alive on Friday and today he was dead. Jay was just moving his corpse. Oh, okay. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, I think it was more so the shock of seeing the dead body, which was kind of. Do you think David is dead? No, not at all. I don't see any world where David is dead. In my brain, David is a for lifer, 100%. He's also way too much of a big character to kill off.
Plus, you would have probably meant that the ending if it was him who died.
Yeah.
Because he is a big character. I cried at Billy. Fair enough.
See, I would have cried at Billy. If they played. I think it was a really, really cool death. I like all the smoke. It made him look fucking badass. I like what pushes forward the Theo story. And despite me having reservations about Billy, and I'm pretty sure on this channel I've gone on the record saying I fucking hate Billy's character, I genuinely think it was a really worthy death. But if it had some like really sad music, I probably would have cried. Because I know me. If we get the sad music, the nice kind of sad death, I'll be blubbing.
Jonah Smith says hello. Hello, Jonah.
Hello, Joanne. It's amazing. Alex, could you? Yeah, it was weird how they killed Celia and Ray and just left the whole story on for 2 episodes now. Did feel a bit rushed. Yeah. I can't really disagree. They did. Well, it's because they had this really big, long-winded thing, and you go, oh, okay, so Ray and Celia will probably be the ones like dying here. But no, they didn't make it to the episode, so it was a bit weird. Did John die? John is dead. Yeah. Oh hey, they also released the Sam and Kirk scene. Sam and Kirk are the idiots. That's who they are. They play the fucking morons. Basically, that's the whole point of them. You don't understand how Graham is alive? It's just soap, isn't it? Honestly, I don't remember how Graham died, so that's kind of my problem with it. Graham was murdered. Yeah, wait, hold on. Yeah, okay, he did have a very public death. He died on screen. Oh, thank you for the sub. Jay
Thank
didn't.
you.
Yeah, Jay had Ray in his van. Literally said, "I always come back." Yeah. Just hoping for Sam and Kirk interaction. You can watch it on YouTube. They posted it on the YouTube channel. Check ITV3 on. I mean, it's on, but I don't really. I'll likely watch it afterwards. Who do you think killed Ray then? We did see Ross with a gun. I mean, it was implied that the way it looked to me is it looked like Laurel was cleaning. It looked like Laurel was cleaning some scissors. Could have been Laurel after seeing what bad stuff that she did, or he did rather. And if Laurel did it and Jay's covering it up, it would make sense.
East Street, EastEnders, and Coronation Street is the best crossover.
I disagree. What were you guys' favourite bits? You go first.
Those wiki pages don't hang around. Grounds page already is updated with 2026 to present. I liked the episode. I thought it was a good. Episode. I liked the interaction of all the Coronation Street and Emmerdale characters. What can I just give your hand on the wall?
Right, just holding the wall. Can you post a link of it?
Okay, fair enough.
What the Sam and Kirk scene? There you go. Well, I've not actually linked. Hold on, I could probably just link it. I can probably get the timestamp if I look through it close enough.
But I like the episode. It was a great episode. I don't know if they will continue to do more of these. Probably a once-off. But if you do it every couple of years, like just have a character appear, I wouldn't mind it. You don't want to do it too often, but you also don't want to do it you want to find a nice niche balance where you don't do too much or too little. And I think they did the best of both worlds with the fan going up and everything.
All right, that is a link to the Sam and Kirk scene. I've not watched it yet. I'll likely watch it afterwards. How do they do the awards on both soaps have joined? I don't think that they are. Yeah, sure, they're technically joined, but they're still distinct. All right, I'll actually answer it. Guys, favorite bits of the episode. I like how the car crash just kept escalating. Like fucking, you go, okay, shit, that was a big crash. Oh fuck, another car. Oh, there's another one. What the? How many fucking cars are gonna pile up? So like the mayhem it caused is just crazy. I liked Billy's death. I think Billy's death is a really cool piece of just soap. I think that to me makes Billy a way more interesting character overall, just because his death stands out so much and was a part of the big occasion. I like the little Charity and Carla scene. That was fun. I'm glad that I think just seeing Becky finally get a comeuppance has made it really good. I'm surprised that Kane has been diagnosed with cancer. That's also kind of
It was
wild.
like dominoes.
Yeah, exactly. Like they just kept piling up. But yeah, there were so many good parts in my opinion. Like you can pick out. I feel like if you ask anyone, they probably have a different angle as to what their favorite bit was. I also like the little nod where obviously Steve McDonald sees Jay Sharma, who played Vikram back in the day, and he's like, "Wait, sorry, I think I used to know that guy." It's because obviously they're not going to talk, because it would be really like it would be too on the nose to actually have them interact. But yeah, One thing I will say, I do think it would probably be quite sad. Imagine, oh yeah, we're going to do the Corrie Emmerdale crossover. Am I in it? Nah. Sorry. Like, there weren't even that many actors that got to be a part of it. And they're probably not doing it again, at least not for a long-ass time. So, fucking, get fucked. All you actors who wanted to be in it, fuck you. Like, that kind of sucks. But, I mean, there are a lot of cast in both shows, so it's not like you can't really just put them all in there. Yeah, Ken and Eric meeting, fucking beautiful. Vicky's been murdered by Nathan from Tracy B. Wait, hold on. I have no idea what was happening with Emmerdale. What? You haven't watched in years. The budget restrictions showed. I don't think so. I don't think. Nah, I disagree. I think that was a huge stunt, and I think it was a massive stunt, and I think they pulled it off, and I don't think any of the real budget restrictions really... I don't think it hampered it in the slightest. So that Theo story... Wait, he was in Tracy Beaker. What the fuck? Mate, that's a fucking... What did he look like when he was in Tracy Beaker? Mate, what the fuck? What the fuck? That's not the same guy. Fuck off. All right. I guess I'll show it on screen briefly. But fucking. Hold on. I've not actually tinkered with this background for a hot minute, but mate, that's Theo. That's fucking Theo. What the fuck? He was so fucking tiny. What the fuck? Mate. That's mental. That's fucking crazy. I don't think the Theo story is back to square one simply because Todd now is fully aware that Theo is an abuse. Like, he has had full sense. Now Todd's always going to wonder, you were the last one who saw Billy, did you actually do it? You know. So yeah, sure, Todd is trapped again, but Todd's not going into it the same man as he was just before this. So I do think it does progress. She got arrested. Wonder if EastEnders will have a crossover with a soap, maybe like Hollyoaks. We call it Enderoaks. I just think that look. I'd love to see a crossover with Emmerdale, with EastEnders, but I don't think anything would actually fit into it, and the best we'd get is Doctors. So they want something that's uniquely EastEnders, and EastEnders is unlike anything else really. So they wouldn't want to, like, if you accept that it exists, I feel like it would just be more combative if it was like them and Corrie. And Hollyoaks and EastEnders ain't the same. Like, I love both. They have very clear differences that wouldn't work in a crossover. I don't think I like, at least with Emmerdale and Corrie, the audiences are primarily the same. But with anything other than EastEnders, I think you get a very different audience. Wonder they're knocking off characters left and right to sentence cut costs. That is true, but we only had 2 exits in this one. I like through the year, yeah. Through the year there's been a ton of exits, but I don't, let's not act like they only killed off 2 characters. So let's not act as if it's like, yeah, 5 characters dead, they're all gone. They only killed off 2. So yeah, I'm not. I don't think the budget was a big part of this. I think it stood on its own. Like, if you take a look at the fucking Hollyoaks plane crash of this year, that's a budget. But this was pretty big. Just seen the scene with Kirk and Sam Dingle. I'm yet to see it. I'll probably watch it after the stream ends. Wonder how Bear will get home then, considering no one is at the farm anymore. I mean, I think it might even take him a while to realise that he's actually safe. Like, it'll probably, because he's obviously been basically kept, like, he's been kept and had to basically do slave labor. I'd imagine it'll take him a while for him to fully realize, like, oh, okay, I can actually leave. I'm safe now. Glad that Billy had a meaningful death storyline. I wish you mentioned Paul or the skinny dipping scene flashed up again. Yeah, fair. Those would be good moments. I like him saying, what, it's not just the Lord's Prayer, you know, the Our Father and... I don't fucking remember it. Like,
Our Father, art in
hallowed
hallowed be my name.
I think that was a
My
cool,
kingdom
like,
come.
defiant death, you know. I feel like that's a death. That's a death a lot of people. You don't want that death, but if you're in that moment, you want to actually like go out on your own terms as such, and that's a cool way to kind of reclaim it. I also like Steve Nod the Vikram because there's been so many act crossover. Agreed. Like when I was doing a bunch of videos about it, I always wanted to see like Manpreet interact with Dev because obviously she was also. I wanted to see that. That would have been fun. But obviously, you know, in terms of big deals, you don't fucking like. Oh, Manpreet and Dev interact, like you don't care. What if it was Graham that killed Ray as he found out how Rona was being treated? Maybe, but I think he's just shown up, but who knows? Also, he also seemingly, if that was him, he seemingly had someone hostage in the back, so I don't fucking know. That sounds stupid, just realised John Sugden actor was actually in Corrie as Phelan's victim. Yeah, he was Andy Carver, I believe. Damn, it should have brought Phelan back. Phelan is very dead. Sir Ian McKellen showing up in Emmerdale would be awesome. Literally watch him swindle the storyline Emmerdale. I mean, at some point I should make a video about it, but it's still the mental thing to say is that fucking Sir Ian McKellen was in Coronation Street. Like, he actually had a proper role in Coronation Street for like 3... I think he was there for like a handful of episodes, and he played like a con man writer. That shit was wild.
Do you know what I mean, Patrick? Do you know what I mean?
I do mean Patrick Stewart, yeah.
Professor X himself.
Because
he's Magneto, starring McCallum
for
and
some
Gandalf.
reason, I mix up the two, but they're both just legendary actors. So let me just fact check this before I spread misinformation. Fuck me, it's going to be a while to fucking... Someone in the chat will probably just tell me that's easier.
The CorrieDale has been uploaded to YouTube. What did Steve mean when he saw Jay in the van?
No, it was Ian McKellen. I was correct.
Oh. I thought it was Patrick Stewart.
Corrie's upload to YouTube. Hey, I can make a fucking thumbnail now. What did Steve mean when he saw Jay in the van? Jay's actor was in Coronation Street as Vikram. He you know, and him and Steve had a lot of scenes together back in the day. So obviously Steve sees him, and obviously they're the same fucking person. So it's like, hold up. It was a nice little nod to the fact that the actors kind of, they do go in between. CorrieDale's, yep, seen that. Might watch again. That was good. I'm probably not going to watch it again, but honestly, it's probably the best episode of Coronation Street I've watched in a long ass time. It's definitely the most memorable.
Yeah. I think we're caught up with chat, I think. But I could be wrong.
Oh, caught up. I'm just scrubbing through to try to get a thumbnail real quick.
Okay. My chair is squeaky for some reason. Yeah, but I also did enjoy this this crossover, even though I had no idea what was going on half the time. I did enjoy it. Well, I knew what was going on. I just didn't know the characters, but I actually did enjoy it. I liked all the characters who interacted. They didn't end up doing what they did with the Simpsons guy, where they wrote half the characters in a certain way. What is the best soap crossover apart from CorrieDale? There's only
Hollyoaks Brookside, but it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen.
And someone has commented,
the closest
absolute
we had...
shit.
Fuck's sake.
That is by Neil Munderson 959. Absolute shit. What were you gonna say? There's only been 3 crossovers.
Yeah, there haven't been that many crossovers in soap history, so it's kind of there's not you are kind of spoilt. You're not spoilt for choice. Like the only ones before are like the weird little Children's in Needs one, where obviously the best bit was fucking like Cat Slater and Liz McDonald being like, "Oi, your skirt's too short. No, yours too short." Because obviously they're both like barmaids who, kind of push it a little bit with a dress code. Yeah, and they did do a crossover when they were doing. They did that for the charities, and they also had like one episode where it was about climate change, but like the Corrie characters just appeared, like they showed up on each other's phones. But yeah, obviously Brookside did one with Hollyoaks at the 30th anniversary, which I did also cover. Unsurprisingly, didn't watch much Brookside, so didn't really have that much of an opinion about the Brookside part because I've not watched the fucking show. So unsurprisingly, I didn't really fuck with the Brookside part of the Hollyoaks because I'm a Hollyoaks fan. But it was a cool little bit of fan service. The only slight problem is Brookside has been shit canned for like a good 20 years, so you are stretching it a little bit with the amount of fans. But it was a cool way to glorify it for sure. But other than that, they don't really do crossovers. They're all just kind of in their own separate universes at the end of the day. Which is perfectly fine, because you don't really want it to be... Yeah, exactly, children in need. Patrick Stewart worked in Corrie in the 1960s, where his unknown had hair. Yeah, he did mention having a cameo in Coronation Street.
Brookside was good in its day.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's shit. Like I even went to go back and watch some Brookie, but I just getting into any soap is a kind of tall ask, and I just didn't put the time into it. Yeah, exactly, the fucking climate change episode. Like at some point in time, I will inevitably watch more Brookside, but I should probably just watch Emmerdale. I suppose also another question, which is a loaded question, and you can lie if you want to. Would this episode make you actually want to watch Corrie or Emmerdale?
Neighbours was a thing once. Yeah, I know. But I would actually generally try to get into the show, if I could be arsed, that is. But if we had to do a second podcast where we talked about Coronation Street or Emmerdale, I would totally do it. But in all seriousness, I would actually watch it. Question. Brooks, I was good in the 90s. I used to watch it. Who do you think on a live derail, Laurel?
Probably Laurel.
Emmerdale out of context was
classic on a live.
Emmerdale out of context was just bad shit.
Never seen it. Corrie is better than Emmerdale. I mean, as someone who doesn't watch Emmerdale and watches Corrie, I'm not going to say I agree, because Emmerdale has been better for the last year at least. But obviously, my preference is Corrie. But honestly, this might actually get me to watch Emmerdale. 100%. I always kind of look for the reason, but each time I went to try and watch it, it just kind of, it was just the wrong time for it. So, but it feels like this is the kind of perfect time to, this is probably the perfect time to properly try it again.
Poor Kit does all the detective work, figures Becky out, saves Carla. Lisa totally oblivious the whole time, gets the arrest. Let's go.
I mean, to be fair, Kit will probably try steal it anyways. Do you think Victoria killed John or just found him? It seemed like she killed him. It seemed like she shot him.
My old neighbour used to be in Emmerdale. He played Butch Dingle.
Was he the army one? Let me just. I swear I remember Butch Dingle.
But Chris,
was he the ginger one? Yeah. Sound. That's pretty cool.
I don't believe it until he actually shows proof. You know.
Isn't John? Yeah, John is Victoria's brother. I'm pretty sure.
I like both. Both. Same. Emmerdale, Corrie, watch all 4 soaps up until tonight. EastEnders has been best with Max Brannan's storyline. Okay. Well, thank you. Well,
I disagree.
it,
Wait, you're not going to find that much praise about current EastEnders, personally. Or right now, as such.
especially considering we are the Watching Walford podcast watch party or whatever. So how long does the aftermath last? Probably a few days.
No, I mean, these stories are going to be going for a good couple of months.
No, I thought they meant it's just like how like I don't know.
Oh, this
shows how much I watch.
Lasts as long as we get people talking to us, really.
Shows how much I watch Emmerdale. Didn't know that was Victoria until you said it to me. You ain't my mother.
Both Sugdens.
Yes, I am.
I mean, it's why I also like Robert and Andy. Andy? No, not Andy. Fucking Robert and John. That's why it was kind of like another clash, because fucking like Robert upstaged his brother's fucking like wedding to Aaron, but I don't know. I kind of see the weird bit is I like Emmerdale, but I also kind of like I like having it adjacent. I like there being a lot to kind of look forward to. Aftermath crossover potential for references and characters appearing between the two. Not to be a bearer of bad news. Ian McLeod basically went, yeah, we're probably not going to do it. They basically went, yeah, we're not combining the worlds that much. We're just this was a standalone thing. We're probably not. Like the universes are in the same, but they're not gonna like interchange. You guys don't like the flash forward episode, guys? Thought it was great. Lots going on. It didn't land for us, unfortunately. I don't like. It's not like we were intending. We didn't go into it hating it. It's just I think the expectations were quite high, and for me, I felt like it didn't hit any of it. There's a lot of interesting stuff to like, but I think in order to carry a year's worth of build, you need to do something that is genuinely shocking. And I don't think anything in the episode was shocking enough that's going to carry a year-long build. That's my biggest issue with it.
Yeah.
A lot of cool stuff. There's a lot of nitpicks I didn't like about it. I didn't like how it was shot, but shit like that. But fundamentally, you needed something bigger to carry the fact that this is going to carry a whole year worth of programming.
Yeah. I know someone from Emmerdale. If you type in Emmerdale April stands up to her bullies and see a girl in blue and with glasses, I know her.
We're just flexing people we know. I don't know anyone. Nobody I know's been in anything. For we all come from a dead end nowhere fucking farmer town. So.
Who do you think pregnant lady in bed? Max, Stacey, Zoe Slater. Max, yeah, Max is the pregnant lady. Yeah.
Who killed John? We believe it's Victoria, but it wasn't all confirmed, but it was heavily implied it was Victoria. Debbie being Carl's mom is all but confirmed at this point. Yeah, they were. I mean, she was about to say it before they got fucking crashed into, so. I don't know how I feel about it, but I guess it gives Carl more staying power, and it kind of makes sense if that was, oh god, Pastor Clayton's in a fucking advert. Fuck off, Pastor Clayton. Leave me alone. What are you doing? Selling coffins.
Just look through the Emmerdale side of the comments section. And a lot of predicting is actually Aaron, not Kane, that was diagnosed. It's going to be a twist.
I mean, they could do that, but it felt like they did kind of. I mean, they did show Kane reacting to the news.
The Spider Girl, whoever that is, I think could be the one in Max's shower.
What? The Spider Girl.
Spider Gwen. I don't mean to alarm you, but if you're on about Spider Gwen, she's fucking 16 in the films, so I think it's a bit young for Max. Legal age for an Italian, I know, but a bit old, a bit young for Max.
Question: Did you like the different camera they used for Emmerdale earlier, like as a movie camera? I mean, I like how this was shot. I think it really did. It made it feel grander. It made it feel like I said, it basically went, shit is about to go down. Let's have the high def cameras, and I think it really added to the kind of. I don't want to be that kind of wanky twat. It added to the cinema. It added to it. It made it feel bolder.
The girl he was getting the spider for, remember?
No fucking clue, mate. No, absolutely no idea what you're on about.
Michael, are you okay? Have you had a few bevies, Michael?
The girl he was getting the spider for. Oh, yeah, okay. So when Abby Jr. ran off, he said he was next door. He said he was next door, like, getting a spider, but he was just shagging the woman, and Abby ran off. That's what he's talking about.
All right. Oh, fair enough.
Mate, I don't think she'll crop up. But I like the thinking. That's inventive thinking. I don't think anybody else has predicted that. For fuck's sake. And then he did just say the one with the spider.
Yeah. How the fuck am I supposed to get the one?
Look, I am autistic and soaps are my special interest, but you do have to give me a bit more fucking context.
You don't know the fucking lady with the spider, Ash. How do you not know this one character from the 70s? Like, come on. Everyone knows this fucking...
legend.
Everyone knows this fucking character. Paper Barbara Windsor.
Classic. That's a good one. We respect it. All right. I think it's started to slow down a little bit more now. I think we start gearing up to record the review. That will be coming out tomorrow.
Who wants to record it, me or you? Who's recording it?
You.
Okay.
I don't even know how I'm going to review it. I think it's just kind of a what the fuck just happened.
What the fuck is OBS telling me? Okay.
There we are. That's the title. All right. If you have anything you want us to say in the video, obviously go ahead and put it in the chat. But fundamentally, if we stop paying attention to chat, stop reading it so much, obviously we are recording content, and we don't really need to interrupt content if someone goes PogChamp. Oh wait, this is YouTube. No one says PogChamp here. Guys, did you like the episode? I don't know.
No, you're wrong. Do you remember the girl with the spider? Do you remember her? Do you remember?
Michael's he's never living this one down.
See, Chicken Nugget Lover 69 has fucking the what's
Martin
it called? Has the Martin is dead. Yeah, Michael Sharp's now is the girl with the spider.
Yeah. Victoria's set for maternity leave. Yeah, true. She probably will just go on the run for a little bit.
Also, Michael, you have to admit, it will be a great horror movie. You know, horror, if I said that correctly. A lot of ors. So yeah, who's doing the intro? Me or you? Which one is it?
You can do it, mate.
If it is her, then you ain't living it down.
Yeah, true. If it is her, I don't know. We'll do something ridiculous.
Michael Sharp is a genius. That will be the title of the podcast.
True.
3, 2, 1. Lives were changed forever in CorrieDale. Ooh, yeah, we just watched the hour-long episode that was CorrieDale. I'm probably saying it wrong. I know someone is yelling at me in the comment section right now, or on the live stream, because this has been recorded from the live stream on Watching Walford, the Watching Walford Watch Party. A lot of W's, WWWP. So yeah, I'm gonna let Ash. Basically, I usually do it for EastEnders, but since I'm more of the headless chicken in this fight, I'm going to let Ash. I'm gonna let Ash just run through it, and I'll chime in and do what he does. When I do the EastEnders, I'll go, yeah, cool, yeah.
I usually had a bit more than that, but just someone's causing.
Yeah, stop making my ego.
Someone's causing fights, yes. No, all right. So CorrieDale, look, I'm not going to run through the whole episode because there's a whole lot to unpack. So obviously, if you haven't seen it, watch the episode. That's kind of the... If there's anything you take from it, watch it. Because fundamentally, this is honestly the best episode of Coronation Street I have watched in years. It's been the most memorable, and all the stunts were fantastic. Everything was genuinely very, very interesting in this episode. So if you haven't watched it, watch CorrieDale immediately. I'm not going to recap everything because, as I said before, there's so much to go through. But we'll kind of go through some of the cliff notes. And what the main kind of cruxes are. Obviously, the big villains going into it were Carl Webster, Becky Swain, and there's one more from Corrie that I'm forgetting, for fuck's sake. Theo Silverton, Todd's abuser. And for Emmerdale, you had John Sugden. I'm misremembering everything now. It's all over. I'm having to remember things. Anyways, enough about the shit I can't remember. Basically, it's all the coming together. At the end, you had John Sugden with Aaron in the car with the gun, and then they ran into Becky Swain, Lisa, and Betsy, all with the car colliding. Aaron and John flipped over while Becky, Lisa, and Betsy were all, basically just a beached whale in the middle as it all kept piling up. But that wasn't where it stopped. It didn't stop. It got worse because everybody crashed into the fucking thing. It was unreal. You go, oh wow, that's a really cool stunt, that is. Boom, another one. Boom, DJ Khaled, another one. Boom, another. There was about 4 pile-ups going on, which was absolutely crazy. Like, I've seen, and I've seen people. I've seen one person in our lovely YouTube live who did say the budget was off, but no, this stunt was ridiculously good. I don't think it had any sign of any dodgy budget. I don't know what more you can ask for personally. And so we kind of get to see a bunch of the characters interact. We see obviously Asher and Jacob, the kind of resident like doctors or paramedics, kind of try and go between everyone. There weren't too many big fan service moments for characters, other than obviously you have Ken Barlow and Pollard together, which in a very big dramatic episode, Pollard and Ken just kind of sharing a little like ginger chat was fucking phenomenal. Because they're both two of the more iconic characters from both the shows. Ken's been there since the 60s, and Pollard's at least been there 30 years. Don't quote me on that one, but he is an icon of Corrie, of Emmerdale, and that was a good interaction. There was an exclusive scene showing Sam Dingle and Kirk like interacting, and that's basically the idiots colliding, which didn't watch, but it's on an exclusive on their YouTube channel. So go ahead and watch that if you haven't. I'm going to be watching it after this review. We also saw a little Carla and Charity Dingle, two icons of both soaps. Also both have had lesbian relationships, which are absolutely fucking great. A really good fan service moment, and probably the best. Honestly, it was the best out of the bunch. Let's be honest. But it was a really cool moment of two icons, and they had a little interact with both with Charity flirting with her, basically going, "Hey, if my life goes to shit, you know where I am. Come find me." So yes, more flirting, please. And finally, there wasn't an interaction between Steve and Jay, who, for context, obviously Steve McDonald and Jay Sharma. Jay used to be in Coronation Street as Vikram, and and him and Steve used to have a lot of scenes together. But obviously, Jay Sharma is not Vikram, so they are different characters. But you just have Steve being like, "What the fuck? I swear I know that guy." Which fun little fan service as well, because there is a lot of like cross-pollination between people who go from Coronation Street and Emmerdale. Some people have long tenures on both. Pollard established 1986. So yeah, what, 40 years for Pollard? What, 66 years for Ken Barlow? Like, absolutely crazy. David Platt had a seizure, which is because of his epilepsy. He is implied that he may be dead, but I don't think he's dead. I think it was just a shock thing of the moment. Where do we even go from here? So, let's get towards the deaths. The important bits of the thing. In all of these stunt weeks, you often have to have a big death. Because you need something that will shock the audience to the core and make them kind of go, oh shit. And even then, the one thing that I'll just leave so Piggy reminds me if I forget about it, and obviously a diagnosis a diagnosis of a beloved character, getting diagnosed or something. But who died? Billy Mayhew died. He was the one driving the bus, and in a scene where Billy knows that Theo has been abusing his partner Todd. And Theo has the chance to save Billy, but he doesn't take it, and he just lets him die, essentially. He had the option to unzip his seatbelt, but he didn't do it and just cried. He cried and then left, which leaves Billy upside down, smoke piling in, so like all the grey in his beard fucking stands out. It looks sick. And obviously he does the Lord's Prayer, essentially, deliver those from evil, blah, blah, that fucking religion. Excuse me, I burped there. That was a weird time. Religion.
All right, Rick.
And it was a really cool moment. And the weird bit for me is I don't like Billy as a character. I think Billy was always kind of not to really use the easy pun, but holier than thou. He was kind of just the token priest as such, but he always did good with the storylines he got. Him being Summer's dad, his relationship with Todd, his relationship with Paul, that storyline with Paul's MND. And he's always been really good with the material he does, but he also kind of outstayed his welcome, and I think he was always hampered by when the show wasn't necessarily in the best place, where you just, here's Billy, he's being Billy, for fuck's sake, he's doing it again. But honestly, this death scene and being a part of CorrieDale, I think inherently makes Billy much more memorable than he would have been otherwise. Because he's now been united with the big deal that is CorrieDale, And I think fundamentally this is probably going to be viewed as like a smash hit, all in all, because it's both preceded storylines on both Corrie and Emmerdale, and is now leading it with a bunch of people who may not have seen it. Now you go, for me, I don't watch Emmerdale. I've tried in the past, but I don't watch it. I want to watch Emmerdale now. I want to see the fallout of what happened here. So it's kind of the perfect molding of it. We talked about briefly, but does this make you want to possibly venture towards the soaps you don't watch?
Possibly. I wouldn't mind tuning into this. Will I though? Probably not. But I wouldn't mind. I think Emmerdale and Coronation Street did a great job, and I'm sorry about my pronunciation for people who are still mad at that. I'm sorry. But it's an amazing feat when you've been running for 66 years or 65. I know Joshua might correct me there, but it's an amazing feat when you run for that long and you actually still have some stuff you can deliver. Because running for 60 years, right? You've essentially done everything you possibly can that is possibly can be done in a soap. In my opinion, at least. And the fact they've somehow tried to reinvent themselves again, it's pretty good in my eyes. I do think having a character die was the perfect choice, because that character is forever going to be cemented with that episode. Maybe not the abuser, maybe not him, but that's why it's good in my opinion. It's like the 40th, like 2 people died in the 40th, only 1 people cared. 40th of EastEnders, I'm talking about there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's nice when you have someone died, and they, are cemented with that. As it's the first episode, or first and hopefully long. But considering it's the first crossover episode, like proper crossover episode, I know no one really went to their respective like sets or areas, but basically to go, what was I saying? And so basically, since no one really went to the sets and it's just a giant car crash, it was actually delivered quite well. Because I don't really know if you can have like characters go to the, like Emmerdale characters go to the
Yeah, they're
cobbles. I
like they
think it's
weren't
the
gonna
cobbles.
go. They weren't gonna go to the Wool Pack, or they weren't gonna go to the Rovers. Like that. That feels like a bit of a stone's throw away. You need a reason for all the characters to be in this location now. So like that. This is the only
Like
time the worlds would necessarily collide.
I feel like what you could do in the future, if you say want to give a character a break, you just say, "Oh, where are you off to? I'm off to this part of the country, which is Emmerdale, or I'm off to this part, which is Coronation Street." Woo." Kind of like I think it's Hollyoaks that said like that made like a kind of tongue in cheek reference, that kind of reference like where Kathy's character, Kathy Beale,
Yeah.
character is in Hollyoaks, but they went, oh, she's in South Africa, which is a reference to when obviously Kathy Beale died in South Africa in EastEnders. So you could do that kind of way where you tongue in cheek reference it and go, oh, he's going here for a holiday. Um, I think that would work. I think soaps all should be in the same universe. I know that sounds weird, and I don't want to wear like it's a fucking draft, an NFL draft where you put up like I don't want that. What I'm saying is it would be nice to have them all in the same universe because then with it all being in the same universe,
You could also just
necessarily you can't
reference
have
stuff that happens, which would be really cool.
yeah. Like I know you can't do like if an EastEnders murder happens. Obviously, if a murder happens in EastEnders, you don't really want to reference it in Coronation Street because like timelines might not add up, and Hollyoaks is another clusterfuck because Hollyoaks is not even in 2026; it's in 2027. So Hollyoaks can't really cross over with any soap because they're literally restrained to the future. If that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Equally, as Mitch says in the chat, Mitch says obviously Tim is talking with Chaz, and they kind of like talk about each other's history, and like I don't remember if they mentioned the tram crash, but they probably should have. But obviously Tim mentions the Emmerdale plane crash, which from '93, which is what reshaped the whole fucking thing. But yeah, back on it though. So fundamentally, I think having Billy die in such a way makes this episode greater, and that I think is to be praised. The other death, John Sugden, the killer with the hero crisis, played a part in Nate Robinson's death. He proceeded to. We don't exactly know how it happened, but he had scenes with Robert, he had scenes with Aaron, and they both kind of fought off. He shot Kane Dingle in the chest with the shotgun from point blank range, which was a big shock. And then, in the end, we see John laid out as a dead body, and we see Victoria Sugden, his sister, standing over him, which doesn't necessarily say that that's how he died, but if we read the room, maybe more will be uncovered later on, but that means Victoria was probably the one to kill him. So that was a big death. It was the right time to end the character. We also see Becky Swain finally gets a comeuppance. Lisa puts the handcuffs on her, and she doesn't get to run away in the end, which is, I feel like it got a collective cheer from everyone, like fucking yes, because Becky's been running roughshod over Corrie for the last couple months and has been an absolutely insufferable time with it. And also we see David Platt, who, after shows in the hospital with Charity, David Platt does have a seizure. Now, it's kind of a weird way to put it, but it's not as alarming as someone who basically David Platt has epilepsy essentially, so it's not as out of character for him to have a seizure, but he hasn't had a seizure in years. So, what's the ramifications of it after all this stressful stuff? Is there going to be any more complications after this? But I think the real big revelation of this is Kane gets to the hospital in time, and he has the big conversation with Moira, like, hey, you know, we should have that holiday after all. We should have that honeymoon after all. But then the doctor is kind of going through, and we don't hear who he's talking to. The doctor says, Kane, you have cancer. So he's there for a gunshot wound and finds out that he has cancer. And obviously his mum, Faith, died of cancer. So it's kind of a, you know, it's not really a pretty terrifying time for the Dingles. I think, and also we see the return of Graham Foster, who did die on screen. He was killed by Rona's ex-husband. I don't remember his name, like Graham, not Pierce. Someone in the chat will correct me. But he did die on screen. It's kind of wild, and he says, I never stayed dead for long, which admittedly is a cool fucking line, but it doesn't explain how he's still alive, and it seems like he had someone held hostage. Someone escaped his van. I think that was him. So, also, this character looked surprisingly like Shona, and also had a tattoo that looked like Shona's. So is that like her sister or someone she knew? God, what else? I think that's kind of the crux of most of it, fundamentally. Those are a lot of the big revelations and the big things with both of the shows, setting up for a lot of a very heavy aftermath of which. So we get rid of Becky. Carl is now he's in hospital. And it seemed like Debbie was going to tell Carl that she is his mum after all, but she didn't get the time to. Shona has her water break, so is she having the baby? There's a lot of stuff that's going to happen, and a lot of stuff in the aftermath, but obviously we don't entirely get the aftermath now, because that's what we have to see gradually unfold as the next episodes come out, in the new pattern of what? There is a soap power hour from 7 till 8, where it's a half-an-hour episode of, I assume, Emmerdale, then a half-an-hour episode of Corrie, which is going to be the new kind of, like, how it's going to be transmitted. It's a pretty cool way to do it, and a pretty cool way to transition to it. I think, all in all, I think now it's time, if people are still here in the chat, if you want to give your thoughts, you know, write them in the chat now. We'll obviously go through a bunch of reactions to it, but, you know, what did you think, all in all, about this episode? Did you enjoy it? Did it hit for you?
Oh, me?
You.
Yeah, I did enjoy this episode. Like I said, I did enjoy it. Calls back on history. Like it's nice to know that these do exist in the same universe. It's cool to know that. Obviously, you don't want to, again, like an NFL draft as such, where you swap characters from different subs. But as long as you acknowledge, like, because it's easier to do because it's ITV owned. Maybe you have, like, in Corrie, if you have, like, say something big happens at Emmerdale, you have Corrie go, oh, wow, did you hear what happened up there?
I mean, you kind of just do it like how in other soaps, when they reference, like, the World Cup or something, it's like, oh, England are playing, you just go, oh, do you hear this? That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, especially because it's easier to do with ITV owning both soaps, compared to, say, if EastEnders had to do with Emmerdale. Like, it's a lot harder for that, because, like, what EastEnders could be given might not happen in Emmerdale. There might just be, you know, things change. But like I said, I enjoyed it. I think it's good. I might watch Coronation Street and Emmerdale from this point forward. Probably won't, but just to be hopeful that I will. And will I read some of the chat?
Yeah, read some of the chat.
I need more of this, says Joshua. And then Michael Sharp says, well worth the wait and hype, 9 out of 10. Thank you, Michael. Is he the Spider Girl, though? That's the question. And then Ewok says, great episode. Yeah, so far we've gotten a lot of...
Also, Joshua does say, feel they wrapped up too early, like most of the storylines they teased weren't going to end here, didn't wrap up. Anyone think we need a part 2? I mean, this is just going to play out over the next couple of episodes, and probably next, like, couple of months. I feel like the ramifications of CorrieDale are going to live through the next couple weeks. So ultimately, if you mess with the episode, probably not going to be a good time. But if you did fuck with the episode, probably it's going to lead to a lot more people watching. Like, I think personally, I'm probably going to try watch Emmerdale from this point onwards. It's endeared me to a lot of the characters. I'm interested to see the payoff of this, and I think it's going to be a really exciting time for it. But my take on the episode, in the build-up, we did a video where we said CorrieDale is going to be a masterpiece, and I still have to agree. I think this really delivered in everything it set out to, and I really believe that it overachieved for me. Because, look, I don't watch Emmerdale, but I've tried to watch Emmerdale in the past, but never really been able to stick the landing. But I watch Corrie. I watch Corrie regularly. I watch it every week. I'm always caught up on what happens in Coronation Street. I love the show. I really enjoy it. And for a while, it was my favourite soap till it had its something of a bit of a bad time in the last couple of years. And what they put out is not what we've been seeing in the actual fucking show. Like, I don't know what they did, but this has almost renewed a sense of faith in Corrie that when all the chips are on the table, they actually can. Like, is this the episode that awakens the sleeping giant? This coming together was tremendous and really pushed forward a lot of good Coronation Street stories. And we've not really seen Corrie hit these heights in a long time. So, genuinely, I think these are some of the most memorable episodes of Coronation Street and Emmerdale I've ever watched. I genuinely really enjoy them, and I don't think we're going to see too much more. I would hope we get some little references, but I don't think we're going to see a big crossover for a while if they actually tend to do it again. But I genuinely think they did a fantastic job. I think they overachieved what they set out to do, and this is the perfect way to introduce a brand new hour of storytelling. It's a really good way to get people's attention again, and equally, I think they did such a good job at making it so accessible so that even if you have a varying amount of tolerance, if you've never watched soaps before, you watch the episode earlier, they explained everything you need to know. Like, as said, Piggy doesn't watch either. Piggy basically knew all the main shit going in because we watched both Emmerdale and Corrie before. And that meant that if you're a casual, you know what's happening. You know who the characters are, who you're not supposed to like, and you know who the baddies are. But if you're just a Corrie fan, you want to see the aftermath of Emmerdale. Fuck it, why not? They both seem on the same level, right? And if you're a little bit jaded, I think this kind of renewed your faith that Coronation Street can do it again. And it kind of is. I mean, I feel like Emmerdale leveled it up in a sense, because Emmerdale's been having a fucking great year, but Corrie's it's been getting better, but it's not been at this level. So I think the fact that it's accessible, and I think it is a really, really good job at providing people a good reason to watch both shows this year, which is obviously the whole fucking point of doing the crossover, is to remind people this is how good it can be, so you should be watching in 2026. And if that was your main purpose for doing this episode, I think you've hooked a lot of people right back in. Me included. Me absolutely included. I wasn't jaded with Corrie, but I definitely wasn't enjoying it as much as I used to. Watching both episodes they released earlier than watching it now, I was frothing at the fucking bits. Like, oh, I need it now. I need the episode. You know, I'm like SpongeBob in Sandy's Dome when he doesn't have the bowl of water on his head. Just like, I need it. Someone photoshopped me under SpongeBob there. I needed this fucking episode. It had to happen. I had to see it. There was no way I was going to miss it. So, all in all, I think fucking mission complete. You've aced it, lads. So, fundamentally, I said CorrieDale was probably going to be a masterpiece. And I stand by it. It was tremendous. The right people died. The right stories wrapped up. And it leaves so much of an exciting aftermath as to what's coming next. So fundamentally, as the review kind of comes to the end, this was absolutely fantastic, and it also leaves a door open for if they ever want to do it again. If the ratings are down, you're losing attention. Merge it, bring it back. That's what you do. So, yeah, I don't really think I have too much else on this review. It did everything I wanted it to, and I feel rectified for putting it on a pedestal, saying it was going to be great. So, at the end of the day, the real outcome, I was right. No.
I ended it there.
All right. I'm going to read some more of the chat.
Give me a second.
All right. Mitch says, only thing that bugs me, and I'm sorry to be a downer, is how no other car exploded next to the bus. Yeah, but I think the angle was that it was too far out to feel like it was needed. Who died? Billy Mayhew and John Sugden died. The interactions were natural. Exactly. Like, it didn't feel out of place, which is kind of what happens when you do a crossover. Like Piggy's been mentioning the Simpsons Family Guy crossover. It felt like it was all connected. It felt like it made sense. Every character fit in. So that was, I don't know, they really managed to make it all click and connect pretty smoothly, which is always the risk you run when you do crossovers, where you don't just go, oh, hey, Timmy Turner. Oh, hey, Jimmy Neutron. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
I mean, crossovers can work well, but again, the biggest example that I give is the Simpsons guy, which was when, if you don't know, Family Guy and the Simpsons had a jabbing battle. It basically started, I believe, when Homer made a joke saying, "El plagiarismo" in the book, and trigger warning of this word, or word mentioned. Yeah, and then Seth MacFarlane went, I'm going to up you one. And he had Quagmire in a deleted scene, S.A. Marge Simpson. I'm not making that up. That is generally what he edited. It's all implied, by the way, but it's generally implied that he did do that. And then Fox went, yeah, maybe you shouldn't have done that. And he went, yeah, but they called me El Plagiarismo. And they're like, yeah, but there's a big difference between someone calling you a copycat and you fucking doing that to one of the characters. You dumb idiot. And then they went, sort this out, you need to come together. And then basically Fox put them in a room and went, figure this out. And then they crossed over. But the problem was, I think a bunch of the Simpsons staff went, we're not working on this episode. And a bunch of voice actors went, we're not showing up for this. We're not doing this. So that they hastily get people who they could get to be in part of this. So, like, people obviously wanted to see Quagmire interact with, like, Ned Flanders, which I know sounds silly, but, like, you have the pervert and fucking Ned, who's the wholesomest guy, before he got Flanderized. But, like, that, for example. But obviously you got, like, Homer interacting with the main cast, Family Guy. And one scene that will always stick out to me is they've Peter and Homer going to a petrol station, because obviously Peter's car has gotten stolen, and he has to think like a car. So he has Peter drinking petrol, which is fair enough, it's Family Guy, and then Homer drinks the petrol. And it's it's just this very sad scene, but yeah, fucking Seth MacFarlane's response being like, guys, why are you giving out to me? What did I do wrong? It's like, mate, you went a bit too far. You went a bit too far. But yeah, that's what happens. The girl tied up as Joanne, the unknown girl in the crossover. Yeah. And also
I believe it's Jodie. I think it's been told that she is Jodie. And it seems like she is, from what spoilers suggest, there is a connection between Shona and Jodie. So I thought she was gonna be a Emmerdale character, but no, it seems like she's gonna be a Coronation Street one, which is fairly interesting. But yeah, I think that was Jodie. Gonna be interesting to see what she does, because yes, brand new character. Yeah, it's Jodie. Yeah. Well, I just remember, I think it was Stephen Patterson of the Metro was kind of like, he discussed the name and it just stuck in my brain for some reason. I think she's Shona's sister. They look so unbelievably similar. It's unreal. Like, and they also have the same tattoo. So, they have history of some sort. But yeah, I think I think we kind of start to wrap this through now. I think we've, it's been a good 2 hours. Been here for 2 hours 15. Just want to plug a couple of things before we go. We've asked for questions for a Q&A. So if you like what we do and you aren't subscribed or a YouTube member, feel free to either subscribe or become a member. We give early access content to all of the members, and we also try and kind of help them, know what we're doing in advance. There will be a members first video where we're going to be discussing about some scripts that we're going to be working on and some like big videos and some channel plans. So if you are interested in the future of the channel, feel free to become a member and get some early access content. Also, she didn't really get captured by Kit. She just ran away. So like obviously Kit was obviously Kit was just there, but yeah, she just seemed like fucked off, which is what you'd do if you were held hostage in a van. But yeah, so if you want to support the channel like Fiona George did earlier with a super chat, thank you once again. But hey, become a member if you want to support the channel and like what we do. Likewise, we will be streaming on Thursday. Now, no, there isn't a big episode coming out. There is no big EastEnders episode, but on Thursday at 7:30, we'll be here to live react to the Thursday episode of EastEnders. And then we're going to do what we do here. We're going to have a big kind of debrief with a chat and just kind of hang out. So if you have nothing to do on Thursday evening and want to watch the EastEnders, with some friends, go ahead and watch it with us, because we'll be here and we'll try and make it a weekly thing.
Yeah. I said, you're not my friend. Just to bury the audience. All of you.
Do we have anything else to plug?
I don't know. I don't know. I just hope this has been good fun, people. I haven't really been the most talkative in this stream, but again, I did know what was going on. I just, people, it's just very hard to wrap my head around like 600 people I didn't know.
But I mean, Piggy's also bad with names at the best of times, so
Yeah, there's like Fiona George, for example. I'll be like, Joanne, Fiona George, you fucking idiot. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna rewatch it tomorrow. I really love it. Yeah,
the same episode so good. Yeah, it was really good. I think obviously, we did just record a review, so if you did miss the recording, it'll be out tomorrow morning. Go ahead and watch the review if you want to see me gush about it for another 25 minutes. Because it's genuinely tremendous. But as said before, thanks for all the support today. We honestly, this has been great fun, and we've been so blessed to have such full streams over the last couple of weeks. So we do appreciate everybody who stuck around. But obviously, now there's a little bit of a lull period. There aren't going to be a bunch of episodes not aired early. So, we do kind of go back to it. But we do hope you join us on Thursday for the first like proper version of the Watching Walford watch party. And, if it does become good, maybe it becomes a weekly tradition. So, yeah. All in all, thank you everyone for watching, and yeah, we will just see you on Thursday. But watch all the content coming out in the next couple of days, and if you really want, leave a question on the Q&A. So yeah, cheers everyone. Bye-bye.